Yep, welcome back to another live stream. We here, man, doing it how we do. Appreciate you guys for rocking with your Duke, man. If you're watching on the playback, make sure you smash the like button. It helps me out. Also, subscribe if you're new. If you've been watching my channel and you haven't subscribed yet after the 50th video or 10th live, I don't know. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a live, so you know when I go live, you know when I post a video, and you stay connected. And if you want to support the channel, simply you can support the channel by either subscribing, sharing the video, or both. Or if you want to give, you can sign up for the membership, members only club, and then you can get extra content, exclusive content only available to the members, and then also with certain content you can get it earlier than others, all that good stuff. But we got a video today, and then also we're going live. We're going live later on tonight. Scary Saturdays. We got Scary Saturdays tonight, so stay tuned in for that. Come back and join that one. But we got Larry Wheels, man. We got Larry Wheels, and if you guys don't know who Larry Wheels is, he's a bodybuilder. Now, I'll tell you this before we start the video. I have started, or I have done a full day of eating video. No, I've done the 10,000 calorie challenge eating video way back. Like probably this was probably like, man, this is my college years. This was, man, it's got to be about 7 years ago. It's around 6, 7 years ago. Yeah, around my don't try to guess my age. But no, it's been a while. So I've tried the 10,000 calorie challenge. It didn't work out that well for me. It's pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty hard, and I don't eat anywhere close to 10,000 calories on the usual. So when you try something, I mean, regular people don't eat 10,000 calories on the daily basis, or close to 10,000 calories on a daily basis. So it is pretty unusual, abnormal to try to do, but it's possible. You just gotta really be strategic on what you eat and then the timing of it, because it does take a lot of time. Like to eat that many calories, you have to you have to really you have to really schedule it properly, because you got things to do. And then after you eat, you got to realize if you're eating a lot of calories, you're not going to feel great off of the jump. So it's a lot of things to consider when you're doing that challenge. But I did it. It didn't work out is how I planned it. If you guys want to watch the video, I don't even know if it's still, I got to find it and link it or something, but it's on the channel. It's there. So I'm not going to give it away, but yeah, I'll probably link it. If I don't link it, you could search it. It's somewhere there. Um, let's get into this video from Larry Wills. He's going to be trying the 10,000 calorie, or not the 10,000 calorie, but the full day of, he's going to go through what he's eating throughout the day, full day of eating. So let's see what he eats. He's a big guy. I think he's around 280. But let's hop into it. No more talking. It's Eddie. Well, it is going to be more talking, but let's go ahead and start the video. Eddie Ed TV. Let me share my screen. I always forget to share the screen first. All right. There we go. All right. Make sure sharing properly. All right. Dang. Hold on, let me fix this screen. We want to choose a different. Why is my screen doing this? Who added 10,000? Hold on, let me fix. All right, here we go. Why is it looking like this though? I don't like. Put that down. Why is it smaller? Hold on, guys. Something's not right with this thing. I don't know what's going on. There we go. That's better. It's better than what it was. All right. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. It's been an interesting year so far, but let's hop straight into the video.
A full day of eating on what my bulk looks like on my road to 320 pounds. I'm
320 pounds
and 3/4, just under 6'2", got a large frame. And
Dang, hold on. He want to get to 320 and he's only 6'1"? Hold on, let's look up obese at 6'1". Let me see what it is because let me share it. Let me see. Obese at 6'1". Obese. Give me a second, guys. Obese for 6'1". 6'1". Okay, let me share the screen right here. All right. So look at this. He's already obese. It says for 6'1", 73-inch male, obese generally starts at the body, the BMI of 30 or higher. Okay. Which translate into a weight around 203 or more, with classifications like class 1 obesity. Okay, class 1. Class 2 is 270 or 237 to 270, and then class 3 is 270 plus. He in class 3. He's in class 3 right now, and he's trying to get up to 320. That just shows you the height that bodybuilders go to get big, man. He's already obese according to his according to the height that he is. But hey, shoot, he's in shape, when it comes to sculpture. You know what I mean? But dang, I mean that's a lot of stress on the body. And that's how like this is not a safe sport necessarily, because you're putting a lot of strain on your body and everything like that. So it's very tough to deal with something like this. But let's go ahead and continue the video and see. He's 6'1".
Bodybuilding, and to get back into strength training, which are my goals for 2026, I got to pack on some more size.
Dang.
So I'm going to weigh myself on an empty stomach here first thing in the morning.
$280.
284.6. So
I'm rounding up
let's get over to my
25.
first meal of the day. I tend to wake up at about 5:30, 6 a.m. First thing I do when I wake up, go on Uber Eats, look up Pancakes R Us, a local healthy restaurant, and order what they call the Gladiator. You got avocado.
Before he gets into the Gladiator, he say wake up at 5:30 to 6. That's great. Hopefully he's getting some good sleep. Because a lot of people these days, social media influencers, they in the fitness community, a lot of them wake up bad early, and people talk about how you got to wake up early, get to work in early, this, that, and the third. That's great if you're getting good amount of rest, good amount of sleep at night. Don't go to sleep at 12 and wake up at 4 and do that on the usual basis if you're not getting good rest, and helping your body to recover, because essentially you're not getting optimal. You're not doing the optimal routine for your body. It's gonna be going downhill slowly but surely. So hopefully he's getting some good rest here and good amount of rest as well.
Avocado here, sirloin beef, egg whites, spinach, and some nut and grain pancakes. And that's meal number 1. Okay, guys, for meal number 2, we have a shake. So we're gonna add a Lean Body. This is my go-to brand. Tastes delicious, digests easy, and I like to use either banana or strawberry. This has 260 calories, just 9 grams of fat, and 5 grams of carbs. I dump the whole thing in here.
Okay. Oh, is that eggs? Wait, are those eggs?
I'll add a full banana.
I don't know what that is.
A whole tablespoon of peanut butter.
Hey, drop in the comments what y'all like to put in your smoothies or protein shakes. There are some protein shakes that freak your stomach up real bad, and I've had I had choices of brands that I've had over the years and didn't like because my stomach was just so beat up. But drop in the comments what y'all like to put in your protein shakes or smoothies. I like smoothies a lot. I like to use peanut butter in mine. Definitely, depending on what I have, I might put banana. But peanut butter banana. I used to use a lot of chia seeds. The only reason why I don't use them because I just don't buy them like that. But if I did buy them, and if I am gonna buy them, I would use them for the protein shake. But I like to use some kind of nut milk, just because the cow milk in the stores isn't as great quality. So if I don't have like farm cow milk, I'm using like some kind of milk that's non-dairy, just because it's not as pure as the one from the farm. So I just try to be careful about that because then I would freak my stomach up even more. So to surpass that, I'm just going to use something that's not dairy. But anyway, some of that, and then I use some people might think it's a waste of money, but I use some collagen peptides. I use that inside the smoothie for some extra protein. And then if I'm really doing like a protein dense shake, then I use protein powder. But if I'm making a regular smoothie, I use everything I just said, but I might switch the banana. Actually, I'm gonna keep the banana. Actually, I do use banana with strawberry. Strawberry adds that nice flair to it. Beautiful color too. If you saw my smoothie, you would think like it's some kind of like other thing, but it tastes great. The wife likes it, and it got a lot of nutrient dense food choices in there. So that's what I that's how I usually make it. I think I'm missing something, but I can't remember at the time right now. So if I do remember, I'll let you guys know. But drop in the comments if you guys do make protein shakes or smoothies, what do you put in it?
Nice heaping scoop there. There it is. Oh, already made a mess. And lastly, I like to use Carbolin Neutral. The flavored ones don't taste nice to me. And I don't go with Vitargo because Vitargo tends to be too thick. This does not change the texture of the shake, making it far easier to get down. If you find yourself using Vitargo and it's like a sludge and a brick in your stomach, it's intended to give you that full feeling. Maybe useful when you're on a cut, when you're bulking and you just want to get it down as quickly as possible. Carbolin is going to be your go-to. So each scoop of this has 50 grams of carbs and 200 calories. We're going to add 2 scoops.
50 grams of carbs. Yo, there is some smoothies and some like supplements that like it makes your drink thick. And that's a problem because like when you drinking it, it's like, dang, like why is it so tough to drink? Why am I feeling so inflamed? And like you gotta be definitely careful about those type of drinks because you just don't feel good. It's doing something to you. Hey, 50 grams.
Safe to say this is over 1,000 calories in this shake.
Yikes.
Boom.
2 scoops. He said boom.
Okay. End it up. Okay.
Okay. It looked like it's light.
As you can see.
Dang.
Very easy to get down.
He's just doing it like it's a challenge. You don't even look like
1,000 calories right there. For my next meal.
Hold on, he said he's how many? Okay, let's see this. 17 grams of fat. All right. 890 calories, 40 grams of protein, and then dang, he got mad carbs in there. 140 carbs.
That's 1,000 calories right there. For my next meal, I have about 12 ounces of filet steak alongside a cup and a half of uncooked rice. For my second meal today, which is post-workout,
you said uncooked rice? What do you mean by that?
Usually, it's going to be either this or chicken or sea bass with either sweet potato or rice. All right, guys, here at One Gin Gym in Claremont, getting shake number 2 in for the day, just like the first one. There is a whole lean body shake in here with a banana, peanut butter, and 2 scoops of Carbolin, totaling just over 1,000 calories. Now I got to get a little bit of work done here in the office so you can follow me, see what that looks like. Here at One Gym, we have over a couple thousand members. So that means when I'm getting my work done here, I am at risk, but not with ExpressVPN. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. Not using a VPN is like leaving your front.
Okay, he got a sponsor. He got the sponsor of NordVPN. You know, I've been trying to think about what the name was. The other day, I was thinking about what's that VPN company that I seen, and there's NordVPN and then there's ExpressVPN. So, thank you, Larry Wills. I'll be, checking them out soon.
And post-workout, and it's recommended to take anywhere from 15 to 20 grams of carbs per IU of insulin. So we're going to use funnel, 1.5 liters of water, and 2 scoops of Karbolyn pre and post-workout. I don't like using shakers because they absolutely reek after a couple of uses. So I like to just order these with this Kirkland 1.5 liter bottles of water and just throw them away after one-time use. So it's 400 calories pre and post workout with 100 grams of carbs per bottle, totaling 200 grams pre and post. Here we have my third meal of the day. This is about 10 ounces of filet mignon, relatively lean cut of meat, and then I have 1.5 cups of uncooked rice to go along with it. And
what do you mean by uncooked rice? Are you talking like it's not flavored? Because listen, that right there, white rice, where I'm from and how I grew up, we never had plain white rice. We never had plain white rice before. Like, we always have some type of stew over it. We don't call it sauce, we call it stew. And so to see that, I'm like, bro, what is going on here? Where, like, even the steak, I don't know if it's flavored or not. I mean, it's got to be seasoned, but man, that don't like a very flavorful meal to me. Nothing on the rice. He said it's uncooked. I'm not sure. I think he just means it's like not seasoned or whatever. But yeah, that's not appetizing. If the steak has some sauce on it or whatever, then he could use the sauce from the steak for the rice. Then, it'll be more dynamic, but it's looking dry on the steak side. And then like it's nothing on the rice. Man.
It's 3 meals, 3 shakes a day right now. Meal shake, meal shake, meal shake. I like to get most of my calories in from liquids if I can. I find sitting down and getting down these massive meals, especially when you're trying to do a clean bulk like I am right now, to be very time consuming and difficult when you're limited on how you can dress it up. I mean, you guys have probably seen bulk diets like this that are clean time and time again. It's either chicken, beef, or fish with rice, potato. You're pretty limited, restricted on what you can do to it to keep it clean. I don't want to do a dirty bulk like I did back in Dubai years back when I was 300 pounds with ice cream, protein shakes, pizza, burgers, cake, and bullshit every day. I got big quick, but I looked like shit and felt even worse. So we're looking to keep it clean this time around. And if my weight gain, my bulk slows and I hit a plateau, I'll slightly increase the calories, maybe with adding a bit more to my meal, such as maybe some healthy fats, for example, or even just adding a bit more calories to one of my 3 shakes. With that said, time to shout out. Here we have the final shake.
You can't put no sauce on it though, like nothing help. Like you could make an onion, sauce or something. Like it's ways to make stuff taste good that's not gonna mess up the cleanness of it. Like there's ways to do it.
So you guys be chugging this again, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I want to talk a little bit about why I bounced from sport to sport. So for one, I've been doing powerlifting for many years at a high level. And after a while, I got burned out. And I wanted to see if I had gifts in other sports, such as calisthenics, arm wrestling, and bodybuilding. Now, after a multi-year layoff, I'm talking 5 years since my last full competition in powerlifting. It's crazy to think how much time has passed. I officially have the fire back. Now, I'm not making any commitments just yet to I'm gonna achieve X, Y, and Z in powerlifting or in bodybuilding, but I will say I'm making an active effort to try and get 100% healthy with my body, meaning no aches, pain, or inflammation anywhere preventing me from being able to get stronger in efforts to make a return in 2026. As of this moment, knees, shoulders, elbows, everything feels good. And I'm on track to starting my first powerlifting training prep since 2022, which at the time was only for the deadlift. Before that, it was when I broke the 308 world record in raw division for powerlifting. So it's been, again, 5 years since I've been actively competing as a powerlifter. And that's how long it took for me to feel like I'm not burned out anymore and I'm hungry for gains again. I'm hungry to get bigger and stronger and hit some more PRs, provided that my body is cooperating. Now, with that said, thank you for tuning into this simple bulking diet. I've tried all kinds of diets in the past. I find this one to be the one most sustainable. And when I have kids come up to me at fitness expos all over the world, the most common question is, what do you eat? How do I get bigger? You grow by sticking to the diet that you can stick to. And for me, this is what that looks like. I don't like sitting down more than 3-4 times a day to chow down food. I've tried it many times over the last decade. It just doesn't work for me to get more than 4 solid meals in a day. Right now I'm at 3 meals and 3 shakes, and it's easy. And I'm getting in 6,000 plus calories.
Dang.
More than enough for me to hit 310 to maybe even 320 plus by end of 2026. With that said, thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I will see you next time with some powerlifting training updates. Here are lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not no bodybuilder and things of that nature, but I would agree, like, man, sitting down and eating 6 meals a day, that's gonna take a lot of time. And then if you're working and if you're busy on the go, it's not gonna work after for an extended period of time. You're gonna have to figure out something different to implement in that strategy, because that's just not gonna keep you for the long haul. Like I said, doing that 10,000 calorie challenge, I realized how crazy like long it takes for you to eat massive meals, especially when you're not really hungry. You're not going to be hungry 6 times necessarily for a massive meal. Like, you probably get hungry in a day for like one massive meal, but then you have smaller meals, around that. So it's not like every meal is massive. Some people eat massive meals every day, but I don't think the normal person don't eat 3 massive meals a day. Unless you're like a sports person that is exerting high amounts of energy, in which you need to, eat a lot. Because when I was training a lot, back in the day, I would get hungry and eat big, but not for all 3 meals, maybe for like lunch and dinner, maybe. But yeah, it just depends on what you're doing throughout the day. But a regular person that's not like as active as an athlete, I don't think most people would eat so many times and so big every time. Maybe one good meal or one massive meal, and then smaller meals. But hey, I don't think it's coming. So to eat 6 meals or whatever, every day, it's just gonna eat most of your day. I'm a slow eater naturally. Well, actually, I'm a slow eater. I turned into a slow eater, just to make sure I eat properly, for number one, and also eat safely. Because I'm not trying to get out of here. I'm not trying to leave by choking on a piece of spaghetti. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever. Like, that is a sad way to go, to choke and be gone. Like, it's not gonna happen to me. So that's why I eat slower, take my time, chew properly. and honestly, I'm gonna share a pet peeve with you guys. And I don't care. It's annoying when I see people that don't chew their food properly. Like, what, for example, if you see somebody take a big scoop in their mouth and they chew 3 times, you didn't chew your food. I don't care what nobody says. You didn't chew your food. It's crazy to me to see people eat like that. Like, you're not doing anything good for your gut, because now your body has to break down all that unchewed food you just ate. So it's like you're doing damage to your body. So it's my pet peeve. I don't know why I shared it, but listen, it's that. Hey, drop a like in the comments or drop a like down below. Share your thoughts in the comments. Get in the comments. It's your man Eddie Ed. Catch you guys on the next live stream tonight. Scary Saturdays. Let's go. Peace.